No problem, Tama. So I've got this live on YouTube at the same time, so hopefully it works okay. Okay, so let's start looking at the markets. Okay, so we'll start looking at the markets. First things first, the US dollar. What's happening with the dollar? Okay. Yes, dun, 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 dun. Okay, yeah, our index, where are we? Where are we? Here somewhere. Okay, so let's just see what's happening with the dollar. Okay, just zoom in, weekly. We're in this area on the weekly chart at the minute. And I'm liking this to come up with a couple weeks up towards 92 area. We have this other area in the weekly that caused the last low in the trend here. Okay, so yeah, 92, 93 area is an area I'm looking at on the dollar to come up to over the coming weeks. Long term, daily chart again. Okay, so US. Minh tomorrow. Thai. Cap. Okay, so the daily area here, but you can see we're in the weekly area here. W3. Okay, so I'm just gonna flick this. This is not working for some reason. I'll flick the screens back over to different charts where we can read better, and then we'll go into. Okay, just flick it on to my other live account where I can look at the screens better, the charts better. As the thing is not working for it for some reason. Okay, so coming now, getting set up, and there we go. So just let me know you can see the other screen there, and we'll start looking at the charts here. So US dollar index. US dollar index. You can see we're in this weekly area here. See, I've got these. weekly price sum. And the market's just been moving sideways. Okay. Daily, look at the daily. See, we're just choppy, very choppy here. We've got G20 meetings this week. What else do we have? The markets happening. Forex factory. We have inflation today in the British pound. We have the G20 meetings day 2 today. Inflation in the British pound, CPI. Tomorrow, so big day tomorrow. We got the federal funds rate, interest rates tomorrow. MOMC press conference. Also a big day in the US dollar tomorrow, which is probably going to move this market. The Aussie dollar, we have employment change, unemployment change, and average earnings index in the UK tomorrow. So big day tomorrow, March 21st. First day of spring, I think, is it? Thursday, we have retail sales, official bank rate in the UK. So big week this week. The markets. Friday, Canadian CPI, Canadian core sales, and the US durable goods. So this is going to be a big day, or sorry, a big week this week on the markets. So I'll tend not to really trade anything actually till these rates come out. Let's have a look at the US dollar. Okay, so the US dollar still, I'm liking it to come up towards the 92 area over the coming weeks. Which could happen this week with the interest rates, etc. Towards 92, and then a continuation of this monthly down move. So we'll see what happens this week on the interest rates. Euro USD. Okay, have a look at the Euro USD. Again, just move. Okay, I'll just clean the charts up here. And we'll draw these again. I always like to delete my charts and just draw again. Okay, so not delete the charts, but delete the zones every time I get started. Kind of had a big weekend there with St. Patrick's weekend, so if I sound a bit off, that's what happened. Too much Guinness. So let's just move all these, take all these out of the way. Okay, clean up the charts a bit, and let's look at the monthly. So the monthly, we have this area price zone that caused this last high into this monthly zone here, up towards the 126 area. We have the weekly charts, getting divergence in the weekly charts. So again, I'm liking this. Talked about this for a few weeks now. This sideways movement. Unless it really takes out this high in this area here, 126, and back down towards 118. This price, these zones in here within the weekly over the coming weeks. Daily chart. Yeah, so down towards 119,500, or even further down towards 117. That's once it breaks out of, really got to break out of this. Let's see here. Risking this sideways market price action here. The daily in between here. So this week's going to be a big week, depending on what happens with the fund rate, etc., and the news that comes out. Again, a break below 121,600 here. Clean move all the way down towards 119,600, and currently a break to the upside. We'd have to move above 126. At the minute, we can just play the range, which is what happened in here in the 4-hour charts. See a nice trade here happened last week. Come down towards it into this 4-hour area here. Price comes down into it, and we'll just zoom into the smaller time frames. You can see the divergence signals we get coming into that area. 4-hour area here. You can see the 1-hour chart. Many divergence signals we get. This here was a signal here. Price plummets down into the area, rallies, and then plummets back down in. But the MACD is giving signals that we're coming back up. This is a good sign. So it was a good signal last week. Here, British pound USD. Again, yesterday we had news in the UK regarding a deal being made, transition deal. Screen still stuck, Tama? Should be working okay. Julian, can you see the screen okay? So just let me know you can see the screen. If it's both these have got it, then it's Tama. I'll just try and turn off and turn on. Okay, I got a new screen. That's the first time I've tried this Facebook Live sharing a screen, so I'm not too sure how it's going to go. So I am. So we were looking at the British pound USD. Yeah, it should be at now, Tama. Okay. So let's look at the weekly. And the monthly. This is this monthly area from the last the Brexit move last year, or 2 years ago nearly. And looking at the weekly, still making a correction down towards 120, 136. And at the minute, this is just a sideways movement. See, we have this area here that hit yesterday, came deep into it, and then just a little bit of a sideways movement. So again, the British pound, a lot of news this week. So we'll just wait for the news this week on the British pound. Alternatively, day trading, we can just again maybe play it down towards 138 if this area holds. Just let's look at price action in the smaller time frames. Getting any signals? Yes, we're getting a lot of. See over this area here, divergence signals. We've got inflation today, so I'll tend to wait to see what happens with the inflation today on British pound USD. Let's look at some of the trades I was looking at last week that are looking good. One was the Euro Aussie. You see here the Euro Aussie. Now, this here is not a trade that we've got in there. It's just an old position that's been on this chart for a long time. So Euro Aussie. See, we're deep in this monthly area here. We're zooming into the weekly charts. Let's see if there's any areas within the weekly. So it is here. Coming deep into. See, kind of last time we were at this kind of high was 2014. 2014, 2015. So the weekly, then look at the daily. We're getting a lot of divergent signals here. So I'm going to wait for a bit of a sell off here on the Euro Aussie. Well, actually, it's a trade that I'm looking at today based on what's happening here. So you can see this huge move up here for our chart. Divergent signals on the divergent signals on the 1 hour chart. Price action is very, very choppy. So high on a daily, weekly, and monthly area. So what's the risk reward here? 159, 165. Possibly put a first easy target will be here in the 4 hour chart. So I'm liking around about 159. So a nice 1100 pip or 110 pip. So very steep trend line. So I'm liking that trade on the Euro Aussie. I've just taken a trade. That was one of the ones I've been looking at for a few weeks now, and it's been going up nicely into the area where I've been looking to trade from. My first target is 159, 100 pip target. I'll take this into it, so I will. My stop loss will be. Now I'll explain this trade in a minute, so I just want to get it right. Actually, I'm going to go. It's going to be a longer one. So sorry, this daily area down here. It's be a longer term trade for me down towards here, and I will a high here, just above 162,600. Okay, another trade that I'm looking at is. Talked about last week, which is one I'm still in, on the CAD Swiss franc. CAD Swiss franc. Yeah, so chilling and see your screen. Maybe it's because you're watching on a mobile, Tama. So a trade I was looking at last week I took was this trade on the Swiss franc CAD. It's just moving sideways at the minute. I'm still in the trade. Look at the monthly. We're deep in this area in the monthly. All-time low. And it's just been really ranging from here from 2014 to now. And we'll look at the weekly here. See the weekly area here. This area here caused this last high here. and we're just touched it there. If we look at the daily charts, the daily, see, did pop up nicely the first time last few weeks ago. This is the trade I'm liking now. We've got the divergence finally here. Pop back down. Like this is what a trade I like to look at on the when we're day trading. So you had this move down, price pops back up, and then price pops down, but the indicator's moving higher, and we get the divergence signal. So this is actually this was a good trade on the CAD Swiss franc, which I should be able to take here. Yeah. Okay, so I'll take it on this account also. And this target here, now this is going to be a good target. Let's look at the weekly. So I'm going to put stop just under there. This area holds. You've got a nice target of. It's going to take a while to get up here, but again, it's a longer term one based on the higher time frames, and you have a nice move all the way up to the top here towards 77. And you can actually day trade it, short it, also not short it, but long on day trade. First easy target is you can actually put your stop loss under here if you want a day trade, shorter term swing trade. Don't like to hold for long term, and the first easy target's up towards here, 74. That last area caused that last high. Okay, so just keep an eye on that trade. Took also, which was another one. Just let me know you can see a screen. So we've taken two live trades there. One on the CAD franc and one on the Euro Aussie. British pound CAD. British pound Aussie again. So let's look at this. Okay, so we're around a wee area now. Probably could get a wee bounce this. If you look at the British pound Aussie for this huge rally, this was the area that price broke out to cause this low. And we'll just see price action coming into this price area here. And this is an area here on the weekly. Okay. I do expect a little bit of a move here because this is, you can see this little gap here. So the gap fill at this could be a 50%, so is it? Let's look at the weekly. So it is a February of this last huge leg down in the weekly. 38.2, so I do expect a bit of a bounce here. And what's price action happening? Any signals? Very steep. We've had this, as soon as I hit that area yesterday, it's a bit of a sell-off. So this could be a move where price hits it initially, comes back up to test it again, and then a move back down towards maybe this daily area here. 177,630. So what I'll do here, I'll wait for the divergence signal to happen here. But you can see we actually are getting the price in the 1 hour chart. Price is moved down, starting to pop up higher, but the indicator is still moving lower. So I'll wait for Bit of selling pressure here, and this would be a good sell down towards these areas down here at 177. So that'll be a trade I'm looking at. I'm going to go over and look at the DayTraderX system and see if there's any signals happening that we can analyze now for the day. Screen. Okay, so it says Facebook Live. I've never used Facebook Live before. I usually use YouTube. So I decided to try Facebook Live, and it seems to be playing up. So I'll just try it. Hold on. Yeah, sweet. I think it's just Facebook Live. I've never used it before, and it seems to be a bit slow. Okay. I'll just try and keep an eye on the charts here so I can see the screen in the corner. So charts are just loading. I don't think this Facebook Live froze again, has it? Here, so I'm just gonna swap over to YouTube Live. Use this link to watch on YouTube. This Facebook's no good. So I'll close down the Facebook and you can over and watch me live on YouTube. It's this YouTube Live. This YouTube Live's no good for some reason. Okay, so I'll shut this down and we'll head over to YouTube Live. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just share the screen on YouTube Live and we should be up and running. Waiting for signals coming into the start of the 8 a.m. European Open. So that should be better now. You should be able to see the screen. If you can, say in the chat. Just let me know you can see me and you can see the screen. If not, you can just comment on the post in the Facebook group. So we're just going to wait for some signals here to happen. And then we'll analyze them using price action and see if they're any good for the next hour or so. Live. If you're trading today, kind of stay away from the British pound till after the inflation results come out. This was the trade I was talking about last week. We talked about this, this actually worked out for us. It was the Euro British pound trade. If you were on last week's webinar, or last week and the weeks before, we took this trade up here, and you see it smashed down and hit our profit targets yesterday down here. And this actually could be another buying opportunity on the British pound. Or sorry, the Euro British pound. But I'll let it come down a bit more, and then on the second drop down, I will look to buy this to bring it back up towards the top of that daily range. You see, we're just been stuck in this range since September last year. On the Euro British pound. So we'll just wait for some signals to happen. Has anyone any questions while we're waiting? Julian can say sweet. So if anyone's any questions, anyone went through the Udemy course and any questions, just let me know while we're here. And while we're waiting for beeps, we can what section are you on, Julian? Okay, so the markets will be a bit slow for the first few minutes here, just till we get to the 8 AM open. Then it should start to move. The Euro CAD. I want to show you a trade on the British pound Aussie that happened. If we can find it. British pound Aussie is taken off that for some reason. See some nice 1 hour signals on the British pound Aussie. But this was look at this signal down here that we got. at the bottom of the move down. Choppy price action in the price action system gives us the signal here on an up move of nearly 600 pips. That 4-hour cycle there. I mean, missed a signal there, whatever it was. Dun -dun. Well, coming into high. Okay, so Euro Aussie sell. Already taken a sell trade in that. So again, that's the trade I talked about a minute ago to sell. If this stays, this arrow stays at the end of the 15-minute chart, you could probably take a small scalping trade on it. But for me, I'm in a longer term position on the Euro Aussie to the downside at the minute. After this big move up. So both the Euro Aussie and the British Aussie give us some nice signals there. You see this nice price action move here on the Euro Aussie. See, we've been stuck in this sideways movement here. Price pops up at the bottom here. We actually took this trade a few weeks ago, last week or the week before, and got it here. First target was here, but then pops back down. If you look at the MACD is moving higher. Price pops down, gives us an arrow to buy back in the move, and up she goes. 300 pips of that move there, and your first easy target was up at this area here. It was actually broke out above that on the Euro Aussie. You can see actual daily signals here we got at this area. One before here, an actual 2 here. The MACD indicator, so it's the very last video, Julian, in the course. The very last video, we'll be able to, yeah, section 3, yeah. Okay, so we got another, so USD JPY sell. So let's head over to the USD JPY, analyze price action, and see what's actually happening. Okay, so looking at it, we're at 106,500, the daily. Again, I'm talking in this. Okay, so we're back. So anyway, the trade at the minute. After the portfolio here, so short-term pop down towards the bottom here, then a rally back up. Watch this closely and get back in on this move up if it happens. So this is the trade I took last week, 2 weeks ago, more or less, 10 days, and it's been dropping nicely since. Hit my target on Monday, which was yesterday. Okay, so I'm just getting everything set up to get started for today. Today's session where we'll just go over some trade setups for so just keep an eye on the Euro, British pound. It'll actually sell. Let's look at the Aussie CAD sale. We'll look at that in a minute. So looking at the Euro JPY, we're at 130. So we've had a nice buy signal here to go back up. MACD, nice MACD signal. It pops up, pops back down. We get a day signal. This is looking nicely to go back up towards 135. We talked about that last week, but in the short term, what could be happening? No, I'm not liking to sell this. Maybe it was up around here. You could sell it for a nice quick scalp, but not here. So no signal. Aussie CAD was the other one. Aussie 15-minute chart. Let's look at the daily. So the Aussie. So we're coming. Let's look at the daily here. In this area here, called daily charts. You can see how this up move here. This area caused this last high. It's making its way down towards it. Let's see price action as it comes down into this area. We've got this 4-hour area within it. Again, getting a lot of buy signals here coming into higher time frame zone. So I won't be looking to sell that. The Aussie CAD, no. So the European markets don't really start moving for another few minutes here. The reason I started at 7 a.m. was just to go over some of the setups that are happening this week. So Euro JPY. So USD JPY was another trade that could be happening. Nice, get a quick scalp on. Look at that 15-minute chart. USD Swiss franc. 4 minutes to see if this arrow stays. And let's just look at it here. Where are we in the higher time frames again? Frank. See, coming up to 8 a.m., we're starting to get a few signals happening now. Again, any British pound trade I wouldn't touch till after the inflation report, which is at 9:30 UK time. Which is an hour and a half away. So sell signal on the British pound Japanese yen. So that's the 3 yen crosses that give us all a sell signal there. So them signal disappeared on the yen. Let's just look at we'll have a look at the crypto markets, cryptocurrencies in a minute. Okay, so this is when we start to see signals. So Aussie Kiwi, we have a buy on the 30-minute. Okay, we have a sell on the Euro CAD 30-minute and a buy on the Aussie Kiwi in the 15-minute. Okay, so let's look at the Aussie Kiwi first. Aussie Kiwi. Okay, it was divergence on the Aussie Kiwi 30-minute chart. Looking at it, 4-hour and dailies both up. And no signal yet. Well, there was one 2 hours ago. That's USD CAD. So Aussie Kiwi. Now let's look at this. This looks actually promising. Aussie Kiwi. Okay, let's look at this. If we're in a higher time frame zone, let's look. It's looking good. Looking at this on the daily. We have an area here. Let's come down into. Yeah, so daily area, price zone, caused this high. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour signal in that price zone. Okay, so this is a nice trade on the Aussie Kiwi. So a buy on the Aussie Kiwi. So where we're going to put our stop loss will be under this. So a buy on the Aussie Kiwi at this price here. Stop loss will be. Let's see if I can just. Have a buy trade ready. Once this 15-minute candle, next 15-minute candle closes, and this arrow stays, I'm going to buy this Aussie Kiwi. So I am. If the arrow stays, so I'll have to wait a few minutes for it. The Euro CAD, another trade we got a signal on. USD Swiss franc buy, USD Swiss franc buy. See, we're starting to get a lot of signals now happening as the markets start to heat up. We're getting a buy signal on the USD Swiss franc. British pound popping up. Buy signal on the British pound, Swiss franc. Looks like it's buy the USD Swiss franc. Going with the higher time frame trends. And getting back in on this move up here. For a short-term trade. And let's see if it stays. think I'm going to set this up later on because this screen keeps on freezing. And just start a new one later on the US session after all this news has come out. This has been a pretty rubbish stream because it kept on freezing and stuff. Yeah, so I think I'll just reschedule this here webinar for tomorrow. What's the news tomorrow? Because there's a lot of news tomorrow too. Yeah, so tomorrow European session, I'll reschedule this for. I'll send an email later on. It'll be better tomorrow, as this is a pretty bit of a mess today with YouTube Live. Yeah, so we'll do it again tomorrow.